Tommy Retro here with a special video. It is Independence Day week. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. So I want to do a special video. And we also have broken 200 subscribers. So I want to take the opportunity and thank all of my subscribers and everybody who watches these videos. I have a lot of fun making them. So I think it's great that we have similar interests, and we are enthusiasts in preserving retro things, retro school buses. I do a lot of retro electronics, computers, things like that, auctions, tractors, old stuff. So especially the school buses, they seem to be my favorite thing, but a lot of retro stuff we do. So anyways, I appreciate everyone who watches these videos and the subscribers. We've broken 200, which is huge, and it makes me really feel good and warm that people like these videos enough to subscribe. So thank you for that. So in recognition of Independence Day and us breaking 200 subscribers on the Tommy Retro YouTube channel, I am going to start and move each one of the buses in the collection. So there's 5 buses. I'll tell you a little bit quick about the acquisition when I do it, and we're going to move everything out and park it in a row out in the field. So it's a two bladed thing in that, or double-edged thing in that I need to move them to mow the grass behind the buses, and I want to do a special video, so it kind of works out. So let's get started right now with the 1988 Bluebird. We'll get that moved and into its temporary location out in the field. All right. It is hot, but the fan will probably kill the audio, so I'm going to go ahead and just tough it out for you guys. This bus is my most recent acquisition. Got it 3 weeks ago. It is now July 3rd, 2018. Came fresh from a church. It was a school bus for 4 years, from 1988 till 1992, and then a church bus for the same church after that, acquired by me, like I say, 3 weeks ago. We're just going to park the buses out in the field here. And then we'll get a shot of them all lined up. As you can see, I had a tree fall. I got to clean that up. Always something to do. I never have to worry about being bored, that's for sure. We'll leave this one, and we'll go get the 1988 Thomas. All right, here's the 1988 Chevy Thomas. This bus came from Springfield, Illinois, belonged to a Lutheran school. And this is my second most recent pickup. So probably about a month ago now I picked this one up. So we'll just get the key here. Ignition is loose. Give it a little choke. All right, there she goes. Now I've got these buses in here like sardines, so I've got to really be careful with my tail swing when I pull out. Check the fans. Is it ever hot? Probably about 88 degrees. But I'm sure it's wiping out the audio on the camera, so I'll only do it for just a few seconds here to cool down while the engine's warming up. All right. Took it off a choke. This one here needs a tune-up big time. 5 miles to the gallon. I think the choke is sticking closed a little bit. All right, release the brake. Oh, the service door. Let's take her out next to the other 88, the Bluebird. There's my low brake light when that buzzer comes on. Tells me when my boost is about running out. All right, I think I've got it about even up with the Bluebird. Maybe a little more. There we go. Now we got it set. Neutral it out. Set the brake. All right. Okay, that was the 1988 Chevy Thomas, 59 passenger Illinois spec bus. Now I'm going to get the 1984 Chevy Thomas Green Beret bus. All right, here's the 1984 Chevy Thomas, school bus for the Janesville area until about 1996, and then purchased and used by the Green Beret Marching Band, a not-for-profit organization in Janesville, until the fall of 2017. So we'll go ahead and fire up this bus. Now this one's been a while since I've run it, so it's been a couple of weeks. So hopefully she'll start right up. I don't see why it wouldn't. Little choke. Just let her warm up just a little bit. The throttle set is not hooked up on this. In the meantime, we'll run the fan a little bit. Oh yeah, that feels good. Our vacuum gauge down there. So I'll be doing a video on the differences between the 84 Thomas, or I should say the 84 Chevy Thomas and the 88 Chevy Thomas. There's quite a few differences in body design and changes that Thomas did, as well as the chassis Chevy with improvements. So I'll do a video on just that. It's very interesting. The little subtle things. Alright, 88-degree day, I think that's enough. A little burst of air felt good. Release the brake. There we go. We're on low. This bus does not have a split rear end. It has a little different transmission than the 88. Again, I got to watch my tail swing. All right, looking good. Okay, taking it to the field. Now this is a 71 passenger, or I should say a 66 passenger bus, whereas the other two we just drove out to the field are 59 and 60. So one more row of seats in this one. All that good. Put the brake. And now we'll go get the 1986 International with the newer Carpenter bus body on it. And then just a little story about how I acquired this bus. I bought this bus off of eBay. It was offered directly from the Green Beret Marching Band. And I bought it directly from them in the fall of 2017. And that was another great group of people to deal with there. So these churches, schools, not-for-profits, great opportunities for these vintage buses. All right, here is the 1986 International S1800, the DT466, Allison AT545 automatic transmission, 86 chassis with a bus body from 1999, so it was rebodied by Nelson Bus Service in '99. This one here, been a few weeks since it's been running, and this one historically has been kind of cranky. It's only got one battery, but being that it's 88 degrees, I think she'll start just fine. Here's the isolator. It's on. And we'll see how the old 86 S-Series starts. Alright, the parking brake does not work in this bus. I've got the parts to fix it. So when we go out in the field, it should stick pretty good. All the buses are stopping pretty good in the grass. So let's see how this one does. Oh, there she is. Again, we'll let it warm just a moment. We'll turn on the fan. Definitely not the best fan in the world, but we'll take it over nothing. So a little story about this bus. This bus I saw sitting at a daycare center in a parking lot. Plates had been expired for 4 years. Let's see. I'm actually going to turn that off, but I found this bus in a parking lot sitting for 4 years. Big holes in the pavement under the tires. Went in, asked them about it. Checked it out. You can check out the video on that. Made them an offer and they took it. And this bus was a fun one to acquire. It was pretty close by, so I just had to make some repairs, and it was just a fun acquisition. Again, nice people to deal with. A lot of people, when you deal with you know, people on these buses, they really don't have a clue about them. They were kind of just like sitting on the property when they took over. And so you know, you get a lot of people who don't have a lot of knowledge about buses, but generally really good people to deal with, and they're generally really happy just to get the bus going from them and get something for it. So we'll take this bus out into the field. This is a DT466 Allison AT545 transmission. Watch my tail swing again. All right, looks good. Let's see, what do you say? Should we put the S-Series next to each other? We got the two Chevy Thomases next to each other, so why not? last bus, bus 48, Thomas 3800 Shorty. All right, the last bus in the fleet is a 2000. A lot of times I call it a 99, but it is actually a 2000 International 3800 Thomas. It's got the T444E turbo V8 diesel engine in it. So last bus in the fleet. This one here is very temperamental with its batteries. I have an isolator on them. I think the alternator, something with the alternator drags it down if I don't isolate. And the other day I left these plugged in. I had to get going fast, and let's see here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put this on so you can see what I'm doing. But I just tighten the isolator there, and then I plug in this other secondary lead, the negative cable. But the other day I left them on for a few days, and the bus barely wanted to start. I had to put a little fire in the wire. I had to boost it out a little bit. But last bus in the fleet, bus 48. We'll go ahead and start this one up. All right. That brake motor is running a little slow, so we'll see. It's there. All right, excellent. So a little story on this bus. This was actually my first acquisition. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. I found it on the local Craigslist. It's a local bus. It came from the Woodstock School District. Originally I was thinking about doing a mini RV conversion, kind of recreational bus, and then as I had this, about a month later I acquired the 84 Chevy Thomas from the Green Beret, and that's sort of what bit me as far as the vintage bus collecting. Once I got that one, kind of the rest was history. It seemed like something was popping, you know, here and there. And what's nice about this hobby is that these buses really don't cost a whole lot. People are generally happy just to get rid of the stuff, but the insurance and stuff was kind of a chore. But once you know how to tackle that, it's really not bad, and it doesn't cost a whole lot. So happy I got into it, and this bus is what started it all. This is X-Bus 48 from the Woodstock School District. So we'll take this bus around to the field, and we'll check them all out together. Make sure I don't hit the gutter here. Got a little bit of the tree. I gotta do some tree trimming. What's cool about these shorties, they just wheel around like it's nothing. This would be like a sporty bus to drive. It's kind of unique in that it's a 35 passenger, no handicap, no wheelchair, lift. So just straight 35 passenger Thomas. Kind of a cool little bus. All right, we're in line. All right. So here they are, all in a row. Get a good shot of all of them here. So that, as of July 3rd, 2018, is the Tommy Retro Vintage Bus Collection. So from left to right, you've got the 1984 Chevy B60 Thomas. Next to that, you've got the 1988 Chevy B60 Thomas. Then you've got a 1986 International with a 99 Carpenter bus body on it. Actually, I took that out of order. Excuse me. That's an 88 International S Series with a Bluebird bus body, straight ahead in the middle. And then to the right of that is the 1986 International S Series with the 99 Carpenter rebody. And then the last bus all the way on the right is the International 3800 35 passenger. It's a year 2000 little shorty school bus, Thomas built safety liner. So again, this is the Tommy Retro Collection. As of July 3rd, I wanted to do a special video, and I'm wishing everyone a happy and safe 4th of July. I hope you have some nice time off and be able to get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. Hopefully you got beautiful weather wherever you are. But the other thing is, we've broken the 200 subscriber mark. So again, thank you to all the subscribers, and I appreciate your interest in my videos and watching and your comments. So there'll be more videos to come. Once again, Tommy Retro here. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day or night, and happy 4th of July 2018.